welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is going to be on the Ride or Die makeup tag. I think Jaclyn Hill came up with this one, but I just recently saw it from my friend Nicole here on YouTube. I'm going to link hers down below because she gave me the idea of using all of my Ride or Die makeup products on my actual face and just showing you guys how they work and how good they are and why I'm so obsessed with them. These are products that I trust on a daily basis, that I use on a daily basis, that I get asked about on a daily basis. It's just items that I know I can trust and that I love with all of my heart, and I repurchase many times, and I just know that if I want a full face and I want them to last and they are just good quality products, this is usually what I go for. And once again, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and just watching my tutorials. It means so much that you guys take the time to do that. If you want to take the time and hit that subscribe button down below as well and just join the YouTube family, and then hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss any new notifications on my new videos. That would mean the absolute world to me as well. So let's just go ahead and get started in today's tutorial using my Ride or Die makeup products. So I just want to give a little bit of disclaimer. I am wearing clothes right now. It looks like I'm just wearing a necklace, but I am wearing a tube top. It's just strapless, so I look a little naked, but I promise I am not. I'm going to start off by using my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is my absolute favorite primer. I just feel like it does an overall good job at not only just filling in the pores, but making my foundation last all day long and look flawless. So this is just a safe zone for me. I've been using this primer for such a long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my face and rub it in. The eyeshadow primer that I'm using is my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is my absolute Ride or Die favorite primer in the whole entire world. This just makes sure that my eyeshadow stays on all day long, and it's seriously so long wearing, and it makes my eyeshadow look absolutely flawless. So I definitely recommend this one. Like I said, it's just a safe choice. I will never ever switch to any other primer for my eyes. I always like to set my eyeshadow primer in place just to make sure that all the eyeshadow blends in perfectly. So I'm using my favorite translucent powder, which is my number 7, and I haven't been using it for years because I literally just got it probably like a month ago. Absolute favorite translucent powder in the whole entire world. Even compared to the Laura Mercier or the Coty Airspun powder, I like this one the best, and I definitely will only be using this one. So that's why I'm using it as like my Ride or Die translucent powder. I know most of these products are things that people have been using for years and years, but I just recently discovered this, and like I said, I will never be using anything else. So I think it's only fair that I use it in this Ride or Die makeup tag. My mom currently has most of my popular eyeshadow palettes that I use because she went on a trip and wanted to take them with her. So right now what I've been using currently non-stop, like I have not put this down, I have not reached for any other palette since I got it. It's the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I know a lot of you are going to say that's not fair because it just recently came out and launched, but seriously guys, I've been using it for like 2.5 weeks now, and I don't want to pick up any other eyeshadow palette. I honestly don't even want to buy any other eyeshadow palette. So for right now, I'm just going to use this one right here for this tutorial because it is, you know, one of my staple pieces in my collection. So I think it is pretty appropriate to be using this one. First color I'm going to be using is this one right here for my transition shade. Now I'm also going to dip into this yellow color right here. It's like my staple color in this palette. I don't know why, but I'm just obsessed with how yellow works. You wouldn't typically go for a yellow color, but for some reason, I'm just obsessed. So I'm just going to take a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit just to warmthen it up. I'm going to take this color right here and just place it on the outer corner just to deepen it up before I go in with anything darker. Using this shade right here, I'm going to deepen up my outer corner. Oh my god. You would think with how many times I've been in front of the camera, I can start speaking correctly, but I still have to go through the edits like 800 times because I say things like 800 times, but I don't know if that's just me or if anybody else has that problem as well. Now for the lid, I'm using my absolute favorite glitter eyeshadow, which is a Stila Magnificent Metals glitter eyeshadow, and this color just so happens to be Kitten Karma, which I use all the time. Everybody's always asking me what I'm wearing on my lid and what the glitter is, and it's most likely this every time, just because I'm obsessed with it. So I'm going to just go ahead and put that on my lid right now. My Ride or Die liquid liner is my NYX matte liquid liner. I've been using this nonstop ever since I found out that the NYC liquid liner was discontinued. So if you guys are looking for a great dupe for that one, I think this is super, super good and so easy to use. So I'm just going to draw on my wing and I'll be right back. So I'm going to jump onto my face real quick and then I'll get back to the eyes once I'm done putting on my foundation and everything. So my Ride or Die foundation that I seriously have not stopped using is actually a drugstore one. And I'm absolutely in love with this one. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte one. There are a lot of high-end foundations that I really do enjoy, but it's not something that I grab for every single day. This is like an everyday wearable, lasts super long time. It's not expensive, like type of foundation. So I always wear this. Like 9 times out of 10 I'm wearing this one if I'm not experimenting with the high-end one. So I'm just going to use this one and using my Real Techniques blending sponge to put that on. Oh, that just farted all over my face. Cool, cool. The foundation is blended all in, so I'm going to be using my absolute favorite concealer, which is a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Seriously, for the rest of my life, I will always go for this one. It is my absolute favorite one. It's so worth the price. Just taking that same sponge that I did for my foundation and blending my concealer out. Now obviously that concealer is super, super light compared to my foundation, which I usually don't ever do, but I don't have a summer shade for my concealers. So we're just going to ignore that, and now I'm going to be setting it with my No. 7 translucent powder that we use to set my primer for my eyeshadow. Now to help blend in the light to the dark, I'm going to be using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use this in every single tutorial. I seriously never put this down. I'm just going to take a little bit on this big fluffy brush and just swirl it all around. Part of the reason that I'm so obsessed with this bronzer is just because the formula is seriously like butter. I think that's why they call it butter bronzer, but it just feels so good on the skin and so smooth, and it just gives your face like that really, really nice, like smooth photoshopped effect as well. So I've just been using it non-stop ever since I bought it, and I know a lot of people hype it up on YouTube, and I was like, there's no way that's that good. But oh my god, guys, I seriously haven't put it down. Like, this is my Ride or Die bronzer. I will use nothing else till the day I die. And I also have the dark one and the light one right here. Now to contour, I'm going to be using my absolute favorite contour palette. And this is my contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the light to medium shade. I always use these two colors right here. They are so good. This whole kit is amazing. I used to only set my under eyes using the banana shade right here. So if you guys are looking for a good like translucent powder and a contour, I think this is just as good as anything else. I used to use them just to kind of save money and not have to buy, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, translucent powders and bronzers and all that stuff. So I think this just really gets the job done. It's great. But I found this No. 7 one for like $12, so that's the only reason that I use that as my translucent powder now, but I still always use this contouring shade. I kind of tend to jump around with blushes, but this one has always been a very big staple in my collection, and it is the Milani Luminoso one. It's just a really pretty corally, pinky, I don't know, like a shimmery blush. It's just really pretty. It gives your cheeks just a very luminous and healthy effect. It doesn't make it look like a clown or anything like that. It's not too harsh. When I think of like a Ride or Die blush that I just could not live without, this one is definitely the one that comes to mind. I would say my Ride or Die highlight definitely has to be the Becca Opal highlight. It is such a pretty, just like opal color. Like, it's so pretty. I love it. I feel like the Champagne Pop, everybody hypes it up, but personally I just think it's a little too dark. I don't really like that gold of highlighters anyway, so it just doesn't look right on my skin tone. But this one is so pretty, and I haven't stopped using it ever since I got it. For brows, my Ride or Die product for that has always been the Benefit Gimme Brow. Just recently I haven't been able to use it because this eyebrow, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but it has like a little bit of a missing spot. I went a little crazy with plucking my eyebrows. I don't ever get them waxed, so I plucked them myself and it did not turn out good. So I haven't been able to use this, but I'm going to just go ahead and try it because it's been a couple weeks and just see how it does and how it makes my eyebrows look real quick. And then if I have to go in with a little bit more of something else, then I will. But I typically just like to use this because it's so natural on the brows and it just fills them in perfectly for me. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but I just tried filling it in with that Gimme Brow and it didn't really work that well. It just didn't give it that much shape. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, which is a very big ride or die for me. I've been using it for years and it is an absolutely amazing product. But personally, I don't like to have that much on my eyebrows to make them look that bold. They're already very like full and hairy as is. So I don't like to fill them in too much just because it looks a little too like fake, I guess, and like too clumpy on my eyebrows. So I'm going to be taking a little bit and just filling in these two corners and just shaping them up a little tiny bit, like not a lot at all. I'm gonna move back onto the eyes just because we finished the rest of our face. So I'm using this shade right here just to smear it on my lower lash line. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here for my inner corner. Moving on to another eyeliner, which is my Ride or Die like waterline eyeliner that I use from NYX. Again, it's the matte black one. So I'm just going to be placing that down here and then going in with mascara after that. The mascara that I've chosen is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. This is my absolute favorite one. I don't think I'll ever use another mascara again in my entire life. It's just the most amazing mascara. Anyone that I've recommended it to has ended up loving it. So if you guys haven't already tried this or picked this up, I would definitely try it because it's better than any other high-end mascara that I've used. And it's like $8. So I'm going to use this one and I'm going to coat the crap out of my lashes and I'll be back. Kind of have like a lip liner and lipstick combo that I use all the time, and it's a NYX retractable lip liner in the color Natural. It's just a perfect nude lip liner, and then the lipstick that I always match up with it, and I've been using it for years and years. It's just such a beautiful nude color. Whether I'm tan or fair skin, I just really love this color, and it's Max Creme de Nude. It is such a beautiful nude color. So I'm going to go in with that lip liner and then place this right on top of it. And to set my face, I'm using my all-time favorite setting spray, which is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. This is my Ride or Die. I use another one from Milani quite often, but it's just because it's a drugstore one and I don't want to use this expensive one. But if I know that I'm going out and I want my makeup to last all day long and I just want a really trustful setting spray, I think this one is a great option. So I'm just going to spray this on my face. I'm finished with this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial using all of my favorite Ride or Die makeup products. Let me know how you guys like this video down in the comment section below, and if there's anything you guys want to see, go ahead and comment that below as well. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!